Did you know you can make money buying your first home? I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. This is Shaheedah Hill, getting you over the hill to home ownership and helping you confidently buy your first home. So when you're buying a house and you're going to represent yourself, meaning you be your own agent, you can earn the commission from that sale because you are your own client. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. I'm going to give you 5 things I want you to be mindful of if you're thinking about representing yourself in your first transaction. And stay till the end because I'm going to give you the key, what I believe is the key to your success. So number 1, do you have the time to get licensed? If you would like to get your real estate license, I recommend having at least 3 to 6 months before you want to purchase your home, because it's going to take you enough time to go through the coursework and to take the licensing test and to get settled with a brokerage. So as a new agent, you have to work under a broker. So all of those things would have to happen. Now, in the state of Georgia, you have to have 75 hours of seat time. So meaning that whether you're taking it in class or online, you have to have 75 hours. And then once you're finished with your 75 hours, you successfully have completed that, then you can sit for the licensing exam. Okay, so you need to have enough time to take the coursework, to take the licensing test, and to find a broker before you're ready to buy. And it's not as hard as most people think to get licensed. I have a link below if you're looking for an online solution, which I think is the best. It's how my sister got licensed and how I take my continuing education a lot of the times with Real Estate Express. And that is in the description. Number 2, do you have the money? Now, surprisingly, if you have the money to buy a house, you probably have the money to get licensed. In Georgia, it costs less than $500 to take the coursework and to take the licensing exam. So if you have about $500, I would say the maximum in any state is probably maybe $1,000 at the most. But check, again, the link is below. You can check for your state to see how much it will cost you to take the online courses and to pay for your licensing exam. So there's one thing to think about. Do you have the money? I would say this, it's worth the investment. In most cases, you are going to make around 3% of your home sale. So if you're buying a $100,000 house, you have the potential to make $3,000, and more, $200,000, $6,000, $300,000, about $9,000. So you can do the math to see, okay, how much would I make from this sale? And then it's probably going to be worth it. I'm going to tell you about some other fees you want to be mindful of as well pretty soon. All right, number 3, do you feel confident enough to, this is confidently getting you over the hill, to confidently buy your first home? You want to feel confident about the process. So either that's through education, because the course is going to, primarily the real estate exam is about real estate laws and general real estate knowledge. They're not going to go over the contracts with you. They're not going to go over how to negotiate. They're not going to talk about the real estate market. That's some things you get through education. So if you feel like I can handle this, you've been watching all my videos, you've been watching other videos, getting yourself educated about the process, if you think you would be a good fit, then you probably could represent yourself. Again, I'm gonna tell you one key to your success in a little while. If this is your first time here, please hit the like button for this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any new videos. The next one I want you to know, do you have the time to look at properties? Most people are already working a full-time job. So could you not leave your full-time job, but in your nights and weekends, is that going to be enough time for you to look at properties, for you to put in offers? Because as an agent, when you hire an agent, that's a big part of what we do. We help you maximize your time. We give you the service to look at properties, to negotiate with the agents, to call the agents, to schedule showings, and then to work through those negotiations, inspections, and all of those things. So we bring that to you to make it easier, especially if you're working a full-time job. So if you're thinking about representing yourself, not only are you going to have to do all of that negotiation yourself, but more than likely you have a full-time job if you're trying to qualify for a home. All right, now what is going to be the true key to your success? when you get licensed, so you take the course, you decide to go for it, you take the course, you get licensed, and what's going to happen usually is once you find a broker to work under, and a lot of the brokers, a lot of people think, well, you have to, sit and interview and somebody's going to hire you. Some large brokerages may have that kind of situation where they only hire a certain amount of people to work under them. But remember, you're a 1099 employee. So a lot of brokerages want volume. They want as many agents as possible because not all agents are going to produce profits. So you can find a brokerage. And then once you find a brokerage, a lot of brokers assign you to a mentor. And that mentor is somebody who's already experienced that can help you through your first few transactions. Sometimes they'll have to help you through like 2 or 3 transactions. It's going to vary by brokerage, but you want to find a brokerage that's going to mentor you through definitely your first transaction so you don't make any mistakes buying your first home. Now, in this transaction, they are going to probably take a percentage of your commission. So you do have to kind of think about that. You have to think about your cost to get licensed, your cost for any commission splits. Brokerages either work one or 2 ways. They either work as a percentage, they take a percentage of your commission, or there's a flat fee. For example, my brokerage is a flat fee. So we pay a set amount per transaction. And you can find both in every state. You can find brokers that are flat fee, and you can find brokerages that are percentage, where they'll take 30% or 20% of your commission. So you want to do all of that research to say, does it make sense for me to get my real estate license to buy my first home? And how it works at closing, and one thing that I did, remember, I was teaching, if this is not your first time here, but I was teaching prior. I had been licensed since 2003. I started teaching, and then I kind of let my license lapse, and I got my license reactivated after I was going to buy, our next house. And I was thinking, well, I just might as well represent myself so I can have the commission that comes with it. And with some of the minimum down payments, 3.5% or 3%, you're kind of getting reimbursed for your down payment. And then you may like it. Some people, not all real estate agents are in business to do real estate. Sometimes they're just, have their license for their own transactions. They have their license for their family's transactions. They're not necessarily running a business where they are closing lots of transactions. That's why at this point in this market we're in, there's more real estate agents than listings right now. So this is an opportunity for you. If you really enjoy the real estate market, you want to get into it a little bit more, and perhaps you want to make money buying your first house, I recommend you look into getting your real estate license. This is Shaheedah Hill, getting you over the hill to home ownership. Please like and subscribe to my channel for new videos every week.